One. Welcome. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. And now I've got my anime straight and in front of me because I'm watching. My name's Riley, and with me, as always, in the Anime Dads podcast is Bjorvio. Introduce yourself, Bjorvio, and tell us a fact that we don't know about you and your personality.
Hi everyone, I'm Bjorvio, and I am the co-host of the Anime Dads podcast. And you want to know a fact about my personality that is not previously known to the podcast, huh? Okay. Um, all right. So I got it. I don't know if you guys are ready for this, but when I have a sore throat, I do things that voice actors do, okay? I do like my tea, my green tea with my lemon and my honey, and sometimes I'll throw in some black licorice in there, which is disgusting, mind you. But here's the thing, okay, I'm about to blow a lot of people's minds. I don't like honey. Never have. Never have.
What?
Honey's
But you
gross.
call me
Yep.
honey all the time.
I like things that I call honey, hun, but just not honey
One,
itself,
two.
and I don't know why. I just tolerate it.
I just said one too loud. Well, it's annoying that you don't like honey. It's not annoying. It's something that people don't like. It's complete. I mean, to be honest, it is bee vomit. So
Which
people who
was my
like it.
middle name in high school.
All right, before we get into our improv, what are we talking about today?
Today we are talking about blood versus bond. In anime, some bonds come from the family you are born with. Others come from the friends you meet along the way. And we're just going to be discussing a few different examples of that.
I thought you were actually saying it was Stain, Hero Killer Stain versus Bondman from Vice Family, which I'd watch as well. It would be pretty
I would
entertaining.
watch that. Oh yeah, that would be so cool. My money's on Stain.
Yeah, me too. Not in its current form. Or maybe. All right, let's talk about our improv questions. Now, imagine you're Bakugo from My Hero Academia, and you just got turned into a red, fluffy guy. A guy's quirky, wrapped himself around you, and you've lost control. He's got control of you. How do you get out of that in a funny way, and what do you say once you're out of that situation?
The best option I have at that point is to have a quirk awakening and explode out my butt because I can't use my hands. Clearly, he's expecting that. So I have to have an explosive fart and just lay waste to this dude and blow out the red stuff that's all around me. And I'm going to be like, yeah, that's why they call me Great Explosion Murder God Blowout Boy.
That would be very, very funny. And I
Deku, I
think
need a new change of pants.
he'd own it. I'm sure he'd own it. He'd be like, "Yeah, that was something I did." Um, yeah, he'd own it. Okay, let's pretend your life was a manga, not Among Us, a manga, which is a anime. It is a visual representation, a visual story, a visual novel. Who in your life who in your life would like what profession? It might be a postman, it might be the president, it could be a teacher. Would be an antagonist that's going to show up in the next couple of weeks, and who would be your sidekick?
Oh man. Well, obviously, I'd want you as my sidekick. I mean, through the two of us, we can take on just about anything. And if you weren't available for whatever day, I'd probably go for somebody like Stephanie Nadali or Christopher Sabat, somebody like that, someone that, like a real hype person, you know what I mean? As for an antagonist, well, it's about to be that time of year where,
Oh
the,
no.
the weather's the weather's going to be getting chilly. okay, and it's going to be a real busy time of year. And so I can think one person, okay, one person that's going to be my antagonist this time of year as a result of the changing temperatures and all that stuff. And that's the dude on the street corner that's telling me to get a flu shot. Okay. Whether I'm gonna get one or not, regardless, because I usually do every year. But like everywhere I go, like I swear, man, I'll go to the store and there's this person that's like, "Hey, you need to like get a flu shot." I'm like, bro, what if I already had one this season? Number one, number two, I am getting one, and three, like, bro, what's up with your nose? Like, you sound like you have the flu.
He probably does because he's talking to 100,000 people every day. But I thought you were going to say Santa Claus, so I'm glad you said the flu shot guy.
What do I have against Santa Claus? Homeboy leaves me presents. I look, I'm a material girl, okay?
All right, what are your two improv questions for me?
Okay, so let's pretend that you're Bakugo and you get wrapped up by this guy who, and you have to, after, and so what you do is you find a way to get out by exploding your butt, and Deku brings you a new pair of pants. And so my question is, what kind of pants did he bring you? And what anime memorabilia did you find in the pocket? And how do you feel about it?
He brought me, obviously, all my pants,
I
uh,
don't know why I asked.
which, but it's all my colors. It's really really cool, and inside the pocket is a pacifier that Deku's had since he was 2.5, and he just keeps it with him and rubs it when he gets stressed. And that's something I'd see Deku do.
And of course, it has to look like All Might's hair.
Oh, that'd be a cool pacifier up here. That'd be really cool pacifier. I need to get if we ever have a child again, I need to get a pacifier like that. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Or any friend of mine's having a child. I'd love them to have an all-mine pacifier. I think we just made $1 million just from that idea.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, we'll make. Here's the thing: in order to make one, in order to make them, we need to make one sample, right?
Mhm.
And then once we got the sample, we'll ship it to all. So in a way, we're creating one for all.
Yes, I like it. I like it. Very good.
I'll
Okay,
send you the prototype for Christmas.
please do. What what's your second improv question, sir?
All right, so you decide to enroll in a magic school one day, and as you do, you walk in the campus and you get along pretty well with your teachers. And your favorite classes involve some of them that are with the animals because they got a lot of mythical animals outside. But one class is really giving you a hard time with that. What class is it, and which anime power do you steal to cheat on the final exam?
The class is science, okay, and I steal. Do you know how? Do you know how we didn't do this in my schools, but in America, in all the TV shows, they dissect frogs.
Yeah, I actually did that.
Did you?
Yeah, no, that's a thing.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, it's crazy because yeah, we never did anything like that. Well, you know how Froppy can bring her stomach up and clean it? Well, I didn't have to dissect anything. She can just show me and give me a cheat sheet on
Ah,
a frog's anatomy.
genius.
It's quite genius. Um, did anyone vomit when they were doing that class?
Yeah, quite a few people. I remember um I didn't want to be there, so I went to the bathroom a lot. I think I went like 5 times in 30 minutes.
Put your frog down the toilet. Go, you're free now. You're free
Oh
now.
no, it was a partner project, so I just made my partner do all the work. I was like, "Look, buddy, next one I got you covered. I ain't doing this."
That's crazy. Yeah, that's such an interesting thing. I don't think like South Africa don't do it, New Zealand don't do it.
I
Um,
don't think they do that anymore, quite honestly. I think they were trying to do away with it when I was in school.
okay, okay, yeah, it must just be a movie thing in the time period. Um, I'm glad I've realized that now. That's interesting. Okay, well, good questions, good comments, good people. Let's get into our bond versus blood. So blood family. Not versus, but Blood Family and Bond Family. We're going to have a nice discussion about anime and how it relates to that topic, and also real life, because in a similar sense, people can choose family in real life. That also happens. Um, who is one? Maybe you can give me an example of Bond and an example of Blood that you have thought of, and we can discuss it.
So I tried to think of as many from like one show as possible. So like I have an example of Bond and an example of Blood, just so we can for debate. First one is a very easy one, and that is the blood of Tanjiro and Nezuko. In addition to that is the bond of Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu.
That's good. That's a good one because Tanjiro is not gonna choose Zenitsu Inosuke over his blood. That's not gonna happen in that situation.
He No, he's not, and I don't think Nezuko would either.
No, she wouldn't. So that's a very strong blood bond.
Yeah,
And I mean, just
but
showing
here's
by
the
his
other thing with
actions.
that.
Yeah, tell me.
The other thing with that is though Zenitsu and Inosuke don't have family to relate to. We never see them have any kind of like family or whatever. They both kind of grew up raised by somebody else, and then they both connect with Tanjiro. And later on in the series, no spoilers, but they demonstrate their love for him in the same way Nezuko does.
Now,
And I think that's beautiful.
that is beautiful, but would Zenitsu choose Tanjiro or Nezuko if they were both hanging off a cliff and they could only grab one?
Nezuko!
I thought so. I thought that might be the case. Um,
And realistically though, he would struggle.
yeah, he
Like
would.
towards the end of the series, he would struggle. I think ultimately he would still go with Nezuko, but hey, that's what Inosuke's for. Inosuke's not picking Nezuko.
He would do. He would definitely pick Tanjiro or Tanjino
Genpachiro Kamapuku!
Kamapoko. uh, but that's a really good example. Well done. Great example of family, bond, and blood. Thank you for bringing that out. Uh, all right, I've got an example. I don't have a direct example of the same anime having bond and blood, but um,
We'll see if we can come up with one. It's an improv exercise.
let's do it then. Let's do it. Okay. My Hero Academia Vigilantes.
Oh,
Now,
well, are you starting with Bond or
there's
Blood
blood
with that one?
there. There's blood there.
There,
There
there is.
with
Koichi.
Knuckle Duster and his daughter.
Oh, I didn't even think about them. I was thinking about Koichi and his mom, which is very vastly different.
Knuckle Duster and his daughter Knuckle is not gonna choose his new crew over his daughter. That's never going to be the case. He didn't even include them in the scenario. He didn't.
Mm.
He kept them completely separate. So even though he built this relationship and the bond was there, blood wins that time as well, I think.
Yeah, but then you look at Koichi. I think Koichi, in all honesty, is picking like he has a relationship with his mom and dad, yes, but if push came to shove, I don't know if Koichi would go for mom or either the reporter whose name I can't think of or Pop Step.
I think he should choose Pop Step based on the mum's interaction when she came over to the house.
Yeah, probably.
She's a little bit cuckoo. But the funny thing is, most anime that we're looking at and we watch, the family, the blood family, die pretty early.
Well, it's funny because you brought up vigilantes. I'm gonna talk about my hero,
Okay.
and there's not there's a character we all wish died early but didn't. Um, and we're gonna talk about Endeavor and Shoto for a
Okay.
second. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Yeah, there's no mending that. That is family gone wrong.
That is very, very true. That is very wrong. And I don't know, nearer the end of the series, right now in the series where it is, Icy Heart might theoretically stand on his father's side. Um,
No,
no, you don't think so?
no. I see Shoto being closer to his siblings now
Yeah.
as a result,
What about
which,
Endeavor though? Endeavor's backing up his son and his family now. He's regretting it, and he's trying to stick close to them.
yeah, he is. I think, but that's a lot of Endeavor. Other than Fiyumi kind of trying to include her dad in things, like Natsuo is still kind of like, yeah, no. I'd even say Shoto is still just absolutely the heck not.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. I mean, obviously their mum, they back up their mum, and they've got her back,
Oh, 100%.
um, which is nice. But would Icy Heart choose Deku over his sister?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think knowing Shoto, he would try and find a way to save both. But I really don't know. But it does bring an interesting perspective, though, because if you bring in Deku would have picked. I don't know. It's kind of the same with Deku. I don't know if like, yes, he loves his mom. Yes, he cares for All Might. But you leave someone innocent, like falling from a window in All Might, and he had to pick one. I don't know which one Deku would save. I don't think family really matter. Like, it's not that family doesn't matter to Deku as much, but Deku is a hero through and through. I think Deku would do everything he could, even if it meant injury to himself, to make sure both were saved. I
I
don't
think he'd
know.
he'd probably kill him, accidentally kill himself, trying to save those two people. He'd sacrifice himself.
Yeah.
But that's just who he is. But yeah, yeah, I mean, we haven't really come up with a person that would choose Bond over Blood yet, like officially. Let me think about my next person on my.
I think I might have though.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
not in any of these examples. Um, and it's that choose bond over family.
Mm.
You would know this better than me. If this doesn't work, I think I can think of somebody else.
Hmm.
But what about Luffy?
Um, Yes, 100%. Yeah. 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 His dad, Dragon, um, he has no relationship with, he never has.
Right,
But
but I'm thinking his brothers.
yeah, yeah, but obviously not, they're not his blood brothers.
True.
But his grandpa, I'm not even sure if that's his blood grandpa, but I think it is. Garp, you know.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty
Uh,
sure that is.
I'm pretty sure, might be wrong, but he would do a lot for Garp. But I think Luffy's the type of person is, um, if he loves you, if you treat him kindly and you're in his life, um, then he has complete and utter loyalty to you. So I think you're right. Bond overtook Blood in that regard, even though Blood wasn't a part of his family a tremendous amount. The bond with his brothers, the bond with the woman who brought him up, and his grandpa, would definitely overtake family. And that's because the family wasn't there really, but still, I think Luffy is that type of guy. So that's a good example of Bond overtaking Blood, and he makes bonds so easily and so quickly that as soon as you eat a meal with him, he'll go to war for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I love about him, man.
Um, uh,
He's such a great guy.
he's just like me, amazing guy. All right,
Hmm.
the next person on my list is Senku in Doctor Stone. And
Mm.
this, comparing his father to his friends. Now, where do you think Senku falls with this blood and bond issue?
I think honestly, we with Byakuya, Deku, Deku. Wow, fail. Senku. um, he respects him a huge amount. He really, really does. But overall, I think the relationship that he has with characters like Taiju especially, but even like ones that he grows to care for, like um, I keep wanting to call it Guy. What's the girl's name? Not Kaigaku. That's Demon Slayer.
Azuriha?
No, not her. Blonde hair, the one that um,
Ruri?
no,
Kohaku.
blue dress.
Kohaku.
Kohaku, thank you. Um, her, Gen, even later on, Tsukasa. I think, honestly, Senku might pick them. He's a very logical person, and uh, emotions don't really play a huge part in Senku's decision making. But the thing with Senku also is, like, look at all he's given up for his friends. I think you could make an argument for Senku either way. However, I personally think for Senku, it's more Bond, like especially with Taiju. That makes me think
Yep,
he would pick that. You know what I mean?
I agree. He's very close with his friends, and he's got so much trust in his friends. I mean, for those who have watched the most recent season, the trust
Mm-hmm.
he has on what's her name? The watermelon.
Melonhead?
Yeah, melonhead
Yeah.
girl.
I
Uh, it,
cannot think of her name.
girls, what's the melonhead girl in Doctor Stone? Suika. Suika.
Suika. Yep.
Suika.
Yep.
The trust he has with her, he's trusting her and the rest of his friends with his life.
Yep.
So my goodness, there were so many moments in that anime where it freaked me out. But it's so good.
Yep.
All right, who is another person you want to talk about? Maybe we can do just one more, and then we can get into what we're getting into, our improv. But do you have another person?
I have two more if that's okay.
Number two is my favorite number. Actually, it's not.
All
It's
right,
seven.
cool. That's fair. That's fair. All right, my number two, I'm gonna go with. I don't know whether to go with Yuji Itadori or Aoi Todo. Okay, but when you think about it, They are brothers through and through, okay? I think Toto would take Yuji over anyone else in the entire world,
Best
okay?
friend or I don't think anyone else. What
Yes.
about that? What about that lady?
Oh man, you know, I did think about that. I don't know. He I don't think Toto could make that decision, but if he did, I still think he would do Yuji just because they've been to war together, you
Yeah,
know?
in his mind initially, but it's so good. Oh, their relationship's absolutely amazing. I love how I think his arm gets chopped off, and then he thinks to himself about the girl coming in, and he's hilarious character. Sorry, we're not talking about him, but yeah, you're right. Their relationship is solid. What about Yuji? Is that one-sided relationship? I know Yuji's gone
No,
to
I
war
don't.
with him.
Well, yeah, I don't think it's one-sided because here's the thing, we've met kind of Yuji, well, kind of, but yes, Yuji's brother in the show. Like, I don't really know a lot of how Yuji's family tree is confusing and weird. Like, technically, we've
Hold on.
also kind of
Is that the
like it
bloodbending
doesn't make
guy?
any sense.
Is that the
Yeah,
is that
that's it.
his brother in a way? Or
I'm
kind of?
I'm pretty sure in a way, in a weird sense, kind of, yes. And yeah, they get closer over time, but like his and Toto's are just so it's so different. I think he's got a much I think Yuji quite honestly would pick his bonds over his blood pretty
Yeah,
much any day.
I'd agree with that. I'd agree. But that's actually a very interesting scenario. Let me just
Yeah,
get my head
Yuji
around it quickly. Who's the father again? Oh, it's that sorcerer that
I don't know if we've met Yuji's I don't think we've met Yuji's dad yet.
no, he was mentioning
Kind of
the sorcerer. He like had a bunch of children, and now he's the brain inside the guy.
oh yeah, I'm gonna get out of answering that question because I don't want to spoil the manga much, but I'm just saying if
Are
I
you up
did
to date with
answer
the
that
manga?
question, yeah.
Oh, all right. All right.
I'm caught up on the manga and I still don't understand
Okay.
Yuji's family tree.
I was just getting excited. I need to do the manga because I just rewatched JJK and it's insanely good. Um, all right. What is your final person?
I could not imagine having a list like this and not bringing up, one of the best bonds in anime. We've talked about Deku and Bakugo already. We've talked about Toto and Yuji, but we haven't talked about Edward and Alphonse Elric. And it would be an absolute travesty not to bring up in my opinion, the best brothers in anime.
I can
They're
agree.
incredible.
They were incredible, and their father as well. I mean, their father is. Are you playing the drums? Their father is um they would in the beginning they would not have they would have chosen their father over everyone. But no,
I
they
still don't think Ed would. I think Ed
no.
still, even at would have chosen anyone else over his dad at the end.
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
Alphonse would have, but Edward? Oh, 100%. But who would Edward have chosen before anyone else except Alphonse? Winry.
Winry, yeah. I think he'd definitely perform human transmutation with Winry. If someone happened to Winry, he'd try that. So
Oh, for sure.
I think
Maybe
there's
even teacher.
could be. Yeah, I think they're on a very similar level with Blood and Bond in that particular relationship or scenario.
And I love that because one thing
And
I
I love
really
you.
love
Oh,
in
sorry,
anime
sorry. Keep going.
One thing I really love in anime is that your bonds and your blood are both important, just like in real life. Sometimes the families are the ones that you make, and, they can be just as real, if not more real, than your actual family. And I absolutely adore that anime can do that. We have characters like so many that we've mentioned here that have made bonds that are like their family. And then we have great families in anime, like as the ones that we've mentioned, or even like Goku and Gohan, or Gohan and Piccolo. Both are just as good of fathers, in my opinion. Piccolo might slightly win out in that one.
But you're right. We've got the unique ability as humans to choose beautiful family members that we can, bring into our fold. And also, blood is blood, but I don't necessarily think blood is thicker than water. I don't trust that particular quote.
Yeah. I mean, heck, man, we're brothers.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, 100% for sure. I mean, we're so close that we finish each other's,
Steak and potatoes.
especially when our yeah, 100%. But no, you're right. If you have a combination of blood or bonds in anime that you want to share with us that we didn't bring up, please share it with us. In the background of my mic, you may hear some Bond brothers fighting together. We got Todoroki, we got Bakugo, we got Deku in the movie Two Heroes. They're currently fighting a wolf guy, and that wolf guy's so powerful, it's ridiculous. He's like so overpowered. It's crazy.
Dude, oh my gosh, he's stronger than most of the Nomu.
Yeah, he's insane. He just punched Dog Shadow in the face, so and smashed him flying. Um, yeah. So yeah, if you have any, send them through. Any other final comments from you?
Just one. Smash! That's all. Thank you.
That's brilliant. All right, we don't have a tremendous amount of time for improv, but let's start a bond together. So I'm going to be a random guy in. I just joined Class 1A. You're Bakugo, and I'm going to see if I can build that bond with you as Bakugo.
Oh, good luck. Okay.
All right.
Ready when
Hi.
you are, nerd.
Hey guys. My name is Jack. I am new to the class. I got in through recommendation. Nice to meet you. Good to meet you, Frappy. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Shut up! Nobody asked you. You're gonna learn how great I am.
I love it. Love the attitude, man. That's cool. That's cool. I love your outfit. I walked in, I saw this nerdy green-haired guy. He just looked like an idiot, but you look cool.
Oh, I'll bet I know exactly who you were talking about. To be fair, like, have you seen his tie? Like, every day that he wears it, it looks like he doesn't know how to tie a tie. It's just puffy and it comes out to like right here, like, oh, I think I'm so cool. Look, Kacha, my tie looks amazing. No, it looks stupid.
Oh, I love that. That's so true. Good depiction of how he speaks. Yeah, you go, oh, Kasha. What a butt. No, he does look stupid for sure. But yeah, you look like the type of guy who's going to be the number one hero. I'm not going to lie. I'd love to ride your coattails to the top.
You have to earn to ride my coattails. What kind of quirk do you have?
My quirk is called the gift of the gab, and my tongue grows to 500 meters and kills anything in the path.
That's a stupid quirk. What? I really don't know what else to tell you. I don't know how you're gonna ride my coattails with that. You're gonna have to work really dang hard, you dang nerd.
I believe that. I believe that too. As long as I'm a bit better than that that weirdo in the hallway, that's all that matters. He's a strange fella.
Don't
Mm.
tell him about your quirk. He'll probably go on about, hell, I bet that your quirk's really good, and I'll bet you can lick things really far away. I'll bet you can taste all the ice cream shops over here and like that. Oh my goodness, look how great it is. He's so dumb.
He is dumb. He's dumb. Hey, do you want to go to the gym, get some training done? I actually took some photos of that green-headed guy in the hallway. He was like trying to help someone who's fallen over. It was hilarious. We can talk about that at the same time.
Yeah, I bet we can blow up the pictures of him. All right, fine, but you better not slow me down. If you start slowing me down any single bit, I'm gonna blow your head into the concrete, and then with all the rubble, I'm gonna shove it in your ears.
Yeah, all right, here we go. Ride my tongue to the gym. I'll just...
And now you lost me.
Wow, is that
Oh.
a phone cord?
Shut up, Deku.
Oh. Hmm. All
All
right, well,
right.
take us home. That was a great episode. Take us home with a voice of your choosing, and let's finish the same way we always do.
Hey everyone, so I just came into class. I heard Kachan yelling from across the hallway about something about blowing up faces, and there was this guy with his tongue, and I don't really know what he was talking about, to be honest with you. But I just wanted to say thank you all so much for joining in for this week's episode. You guys are all truly plus ultra heroes, and um feel free to drop by Class 1A almost anytime you want. And I say almost anytime because sometimes Aizawa gets in a bad mood. Sometimes Kachan also gets in a bad mood, and sometimes it just kind of set each other off. So just kind of read the room and don't mind Ida when he comes and introduces himself. He means well. Um, anyway, that's really all I have. So, again, thank you so much. Come back next week. We're gonna have a great episode, and yeah, I guess the only thing that we have left to say, I'll channel it. Now remember, you have to channel your inner hero. You have to go and use all of your power. Ready? Here we go. Go beyond.
Plus,
Ultra.
damn nerd.